Okay, time for a change so that we're not doing a snowboard video all the time.
After a long flight, a delayed flight, we're finally in New York.
Concrete jungle, where dreams are made of. First stop, Peter Luger. This has been on the bucket list for a very long time. Let's do this.
Very hot plate, okay? Ribeye for 2, medium rare. If you want to cook it more, the plate is very hot, okay? Okay? And here you got all the vitamins.
So we have the ribeye for 2, cream spinach, and German fried potatoes. Life-changing?
Could be rare.
Could be rarer.
The flavor is good though.
That's good. So how was the legendary Peter Luger experience?
Food's pretty good. Definitely super pricey.
Very, very pricey.
What's the final price?
I think like 240 USD. So it turns out to be like 300 Canadian when you convert it. Yeah, pricey for sure. But it's like over 125 years old establishment, so they have the pricing power for sure.
The steak is super beefy, which I really like, and it's kind of rare to find stuff like that elsewhere.
So
we're underneath. So you didn't have a lot of expectations for New York.
no, I had very high expectations. What do you mean?
You think it's pretty much the same as Toronto. Now,
it's more or less the same.
Now, what do you say?
There's a lot of bridges. Okay, this is something that Toronto doesn't have.
Are you
100%.
wooed?
I am very wooed. I think that is Manhattan Bridge. That side is Manhattan. And that is Brooklyn Bridge. I think I'm blocking it right there. You can see that iconic arch. Very, very nice harborfront. It's a nice spot to chill.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing picnics.
Right now the temperature is like actually perfect. Good time to be out here. Okay, the next iconic place that we're checking out is Katz Delicacies.
Another one from the bucket list.
Another one from the bucket list for sure. I feel like I've seen this on YouTube for the longest time.
What did you get, first of all?
This is the pastrami sandwich on rye with pickles.
It's just really simple bread.
And the bread itself is definitely not the star. It's just carbs.
But the meat is really good.
The meat is really good. Very flavorful, very juicy.
Yeah. What I'm surprised about is that it's actually not too salty. That's one thing I'm worried about. It's just right.
I feel like the Montreal smoked meat is a completely different cut of meat because it's fattier, I think. I'm not too sure.
So which one do you like better?
I think it's better.
Yeah, good choice. And this is Brooklyn Bagel and Coffee Company. If you notice that at Katz we only had one sandwich because we were saving the second sandwich here. We got a salmon bagel, salmon and avocado bagel. They call it Copper here. It's really good.
Cooper.
Sorry, Cooper. It's really good. The salmon's really, really fresh. It's like the most fresh salmon I've ever had on a bagel. I saw it getting recommended. I think it's one of the locals' favorites, and I can definitely see that. Wow! Oh, this latte is really good as well. Oat milk.
Oatmeal iced latte.
Exactly. You agree too, right?
It's pretty good. So what's the next stop?
Ichiran! Are you ready to be wooed?
So I've had this like, what, over 15 years ago now. No, more than that, over 20 years ago when I was a kid in Japan. So, is it still as good as I remember? We'll see. So I think Ichiran is definitely more nostalgic more than anything. Like, it wasn't particularly mind-blowing. The char siu is still really good. Noodles are okay. The broth is not bad as well. But like, I would say if you go to Vancouver, like Marutama or Dumbo are both really good. Still a nice experience to finally do it again. Relive my childhood memories. Our next stop is Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Chelsea Market, and it is by far the biggest and fanciest coffee shop I've ever been to in my life. It seems like they have the assorted beans transported from the back storage to a central roaster, and once they're roasted, they get poured out to cool down. It's like a whole industrial operation, a very cool and unique experience. Highly recommended for any coffee fan. And finally, the beans are transported to their respective refill stations at the front for the baristas. Where are we?
Timesquare, one in Oakland.
This has to be like more human beings than I've seen in one day than all of last year. Absolutely insane. Look at all the billboards. Both sides. And even this side as well. I think the last time I've been here was for the 2005 countdown. Was it 2005 or 2006? I can't remember. Something like that. I think it's 2005. Long time ago. So tell them why you like Central Park. Tell them what you told me.
Every couple of steps, there's just something new going on. You stumble upon something completely different. It's amazing.
Like people doing wedding stuff, small shops everywhere, people doing bubbles, boxing. There's quite a bit going on here, everywhere. So another popular place that we're checking out, I don't know if it's iconic, well, everything in New York is iconic. So this place is called Halal Guys. It's basically a food truck. I think they serve really good Middle Eastern food. So they have, I think, gyro, chicken, like basically like shawarma plates and stuff like that. They have a giant pile of meat there in front of the yellow shirt guy. There's a giant pile of meat. I think that's probably the beef gyro. That's the chicken. They got some pita breads. I think there's some sauce we're supposed to put on it.
Put some first.
So the next place that we're checking out is a bakery called Dominique Ansel Bakery. They sell the legendary Cronut. What's a Cronut?
I'm guessing croissant and donut.
Yeah, I think you'd be right. If you've ever wanted a croissant in the shape of a donut, or a donut with the texture of a croissant, this is it. So what they do is they switch the flavor every single month. This month is blackberry and coconut, and then I think you're only limited to 2 per person. Give it a shot. Is your mind blown?
I like it. Not too sweet. It's like youtiao, but sweet.
Wow. You're saying Chinese people have figured it out for a long time ago?
Yeah. If you take this circle and like
make it straight.
make it straight, it's a youtiao.
True. It's almost like, because my favorite type of donut is like a regular sugar glazed donut. It's almost perfectly like that. But the donut itself is not soft. Like it has that croissant, crunchy texture. I can't really taste the coconut, but the blackberry is really nice. The blackberry filling is really nice. It's good. I like it.
是不是油条?
That is a 太侮辱了. No, it's not youtiao. Now, before you freak out, let me explain. The last highlight I wanted to share is a place called Sleep No More, and it is an immersive theatrical experience. So the best way I think to explain it is that normally when you go watch a play, you have one stage. So obviously they have to show you the scenes in sequence. But in reality, a lot of those scenes could be happening at the exact same time. So in Sleep No More, you have multiple stages in the form of different floor levels. So the actors can be dispersed in multiple scenes at the same time, but they could also all come together into one scene when they have to. So essentially, the play is unfolding in real time throughout the whole building. And you as the audience have the choice to be anywhere at any time to watch the different scenes. So the experience is about 3 hours long, and yes, you do have to wear these masks. That's how they differentiate the actors and the audience. And I think they even repeat the play like 2 or maybe even 3 times. So you can actually follow different actors each time around. And if you're lucky, sometimes the actors will involve the audience in certain scenes. And if you're going for the very first time, I would highly recommend to go line up as early as possible so that you can get to explore the different stages and get to know some of the actors as early as possible so you can know where to go, who to follow, etc. And that wraps it up for the New York trip. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. If you like this video, please consider hitting that thumbs up and subscribing. I hope you guys are all enjoying the awesome summer weather, and until next time.